Hello everybody, Martin here, back for round 3 of this Legacy League playing Grixis Delver. We have lost the die roll, and we get this hand. It is probably a one land too many to be really good. Had we been on play, it would have been a lot better, because Stifle is much more of a thing. I have a hard time mulliganing this hand though, so I'm going to keep, because we can play Magic, we have Wasteland to interact with their lands, we have Force of Will in case they're on fast combo, so. But it's definitely not, great. Oh, hang on, I thought I lost the die roll. Oh. It is Manaless Dredge. I lost the die roll and they decided to be on the draw. Oh boy. I think this is exceptionally bad for us, this matchup. Well, let's have a look. Alright, so they have the Phantasmagorian to discard. And when they have to discard to hand size. And if you haven't played against this deck before, what this card basically lets you discard as many cards in threes as you want. So you can discard 3 and then maintain priority and then discard 3 more for the bottom ability to return this from the graveyard. So they're going to go up to 8 cards on their draw step, move to discard, and they'll discard their Golgari Grave Troll. Well, they'll discard everything because they all break from below. A couple of more Dredge spells. The only thing that is dead in their hand is actually the Narcomoeba, but yeah, this is not good. No. Okay, well, I think honestly, if we don't draw into a Deathrite Shaman on this next draw step, and even then, I think we're likely to lose. But then I think we might just be better off, what was I gonna say? Just not showing them what we're on. Daze is pretty good because they don't have access to mana basically, but unfortunately neither of our counterspells do anything against their bridge from belows. If Narcomoebas, we can't really stop them, or the Icarids, we can't stop them from getting into play, and then we can't stop them from leaving play, and then triggering the bridge from below. Looks like they drew a second Phantasmagorian. Okay, well, so they didn't hit anything relevant here. They hit Icarid actually, and Bridge from below, so forget that. They didn't hit any therapies or any Narcomoebas though. But Nether Shadow and Icarid are going to trigger those bridges. Is there any way we beat this? Probably not. Right? Maybe if we can kill their bridges. Does bridge say a creature enters my graveyard from play? Yeah, when a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield. Well, I mean, this gives us maybe a fighting chance because the Pyromancer creates tokens, and we can bolt one of the tokens. Let's put away the Wasteland because that's dead. And I guess the Stifle. We can stifle. Can we stifle Nether Shadow at the beginning? Yeah, we can definitely stifle Icarid. Not really. We won't be doing that this turn anyways. Let's put back the Brainstorm, as we will be losing both shuffle possibilities here. And we... No! Oh man, that was so stupid. I should definitely have... Well, maybe not definitely, but now we have to fetch out Volcanic with the last fetch to play the Pyromancer. That means we don't have a Tropical Island in case we actually get to a Deathrite Shaman and to start eating their creatures. But we have to do this. If they cast a spell this turn, we will definitely daze it to get a token. Alright, discard a bunch of stuff, including the Grave Troll. There are those two. Let's see what they hit. Oh, the prized amalgam. Where did that go? I guess it went up to their hand? Was Black Aussie's X? Beginning your next end step, return it to the battlefield tapped. Okay. Oh, there. Never creature enters the battlefield if it enters graveyard, you cast it from graveyard, return a prize from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, so they get that one back. How big is it? It's a 3/3. Well, that's a problem. Okay, so they don't hit any more bridges, which is actually almost a bit, I guess, not bad for us because both of these, well, at least the occurred will enter the graveyard this turn. I think we just have to take it. We can't afford to lose the Pyromancer. Good thing was they hit neither Therapy nor Narcomoeba. Okay. So I can never really work out when the correct time is to bin one of your creatures. Because if it's in their turn, well, it doesn't really matter, but if it's ever in response to bridge triggers, then they can just stack the triggers however they want. So they can just stack it so that they get their zombies and then the bridges die. So that's definitely not the correct time. But we'll wait until their next Dredge, basically. Okay, well, this is looking like a more and more like an insurmountable task for the young Pyromancer here. I guess Grimag Angler is actually a bit of a card here. There's a Delver too. So we can. No, I don't think we can get all of it because we need to fetch in order to get enough cards in our yard for the Angler. So we won't get the Delver. So I guess we get the Trop here, and we cast Angler. So the question is, do we stifle anything here on their next turn, or do we just keep it for us, like pitch to force? I think we just keep it. Like, they have a common, which is if they ever get Balustrade Spy into play, then they mill their entire library. Any of this worth like stifling? Maybe the Icarid is, honestly. Get a token. Nah. So I think we want to stop them on their draw step to be able to bolt our own token if we need more bridges before they can do anything. Oh, they didn't. Well, I mean, their Dredge pretty poorly, but we actually want them to hit bridges. Is there any way for them to actually get anything into the graveyard this turn, aside from the Icarid? I guess, like, if they attack, we chump with an elemental. But that way they get, like, heaps more zombies. They get 2 zombies, because we're gonna chump with, like, we're gonna eat one with the angler. So what? Maybe we eat one with the angler. Maybe we bolt our own guy on their attack before blockers. They lose their bridges. Then we get a new token, put that in front of Icarid. Eat the prized amalgam. It'll just come back though, but I don't think we can really afford to do anything else. Yeah, alright. Let's just do that. Feels like such a waste of a bolt. Okay, so they lose their 2 bridges. Now we can't, like, now they're just gonna get bridges into their yard next turn. This feel a little bit sort of. So how much are we gonna take if we block this guy? We'll take 2, 4, 6, drop to 5. We leave this guy living. They have another one that's going to come into play next turn. Ugh, this is tough. Actually, let's trade with this. Well, Brainstorm is probably about the card we can hope for here. Wow, this is not the matchup I wanted to face, but good practice, I guess. We'll randomly run into stuff like this. I think even if we find a Deathrite Shaman by now, it's probably just way too late. But we would like a Deathrite. Alright, let's see. We don't. Well, maybe we can get somewhere with these staples. Put back the force. Daze is basically a force here, and I guess we're fine with only having 2 hard counters. Problem is, like, how are we killing them? Maybe we attack with both, and we get chump blockers with these stifles. Yeah, I think that's okay. We're at 4. Jeez. Now I actually don't like it very much. So they only have 1 Icarid in the yard. Well, we're going to stifle the Icarid trigger. Do we want to stifle the Nether Shadow? It's only 1, like, to satisfy the condition of being if there are 3 or more creature cards above it. Oh yeah, there are a lot of creature cards. Maybe we just have to survive, right? Or we'll drop to 1. Maybe we'll even need to daze our own stifle and pay for it just to get another chumper. My goodness, this feels so bad. And I think to save the days, they might like hit therapy here. Oh, and there's a Narcomoeba and a bridge from below. So yeah, I think this is it. That was what we were supposed to stifle. I still haven't hit Dread return teams. They're worried about attacking because they don't want to lose their bridge. Huh. So I think we just have to get in front of this guy, and then we'll trade these two for that one. The issue is they'll, like, that's what, like, my point from before is they'll get to stack their bridge from below triggers. So before they lose their bridge, they'll get back to zombies. But I thought they did. Maybe they stacked them wrong. Because it's their triggers, right? So they get to decide how they put on the stack. Oh, well, I don't know. That's weird. Well, trouble in paradise, though. No, oh, I was supposed to fetch. Stupid, stupid, stupid. So probably we have to just pass here. They're getting back to it. Actually, I think this is the moment where we concede. We could have conceded long ago. I wanted to play this out just to get a feel for it and show you guys, but I think we lost quite a while ago. So we definitely want the 2 surgical extractions, and that is pretty much it, I think. Is there any way we want Baleful Strix? Would that make sense in any way? Probably not. Daze is pretty good. Force is okay. Like, I mean, Daze and Force are okay because they don't have mana, especially, that's why the sort of low input of Daze is pretty nice. Actually, you know what? I think we need the therapies. I forgot about that. Because if we're able to get probe therapy, that's awesome. Because basically, anytime we discard Manaless Dredge, they will have to. That's like time walking them if you get a card out of their hand. So yeah, let's dump the stifles. They seem very limited in their use at best. What else? I guess the wastelands aren't really doing a lot. Let's dump 2 of those. And so the thing about Manaless Dredge is you always want to put them on the play because they have to keep 7. That's that's one of the big weaknesses of the deck. They have to keep 7 so they can never mulligan. Sometimes I've seen them mulligan like once or twice, and that's been where they've had like ley line cards. So we want to play last. And stupid wasteland. I think we keep this, I guess. We have the surgical, and that's really nice. Very suspect that we can't play anything. Come on, land. Nope. Well, if we never draw land, then this was just a giant, I don't know, punt. So let's see what they've been here. Alright. The thing, like, if they only get 1 dredger into the yard, I feel like extracting it, but there is the very real risk of, what's it called? Street Wraith, where they cycle to draw in response to your extraction effect. Oh my goodness, so embarrassing. Tell you what, we're gonna dump the therapy. Man, what a punt. The therapy at least still has some sort of value in the yard. Better stop on their upkeep. Because if they only, only have one dredger in the stinkweed imp, at least for now. Yeah, they didn't activate him twice. So we could try and go for that, but I don't think that's what we're supposed to. They can get Icarid back, but then they have to like pull out either the prized amalgam or the stinkweed imp. It will be the prized amalgam. Oh, hang on. There's a street wraith. See, now with a street wraith, maybe we are supposed to extract their stinkweed imp. If they don't have another dredger, I don't know how many dredgers they play, probably a lot. And they have the Phantasmagorian, so they can always just get it. Well, I feel adventurous, so let's do it. So they don't have a second street wraith. Oh, bummer. They have another dredger. Alright, let's just have a look at their deck. Funsies. So this is their win condition, Layer of the Hatebound. 4 dread returns, yeah. Well, let's just get this one out of the yard. This thing we did. And we'll take these. In their hand. I don't think it really matters to write that down. Let's just do it anyway. Phantasma. Narco Shambling. That's the big money card for them. And Bridge. Although it only dredges for 3. I think they were supposed to actually use the... No, actually, never mind. Yeah, tell you what, they can actually get the Phantasmagorian into their yard. That's just me being silly. So now they get the prize, but so they have a 3, and that's quite relevant. But they can't get the Icarid back for now because they don't have any creatures to sacrifice. Come on, land. No. Well, just have to pass. Oh, now I feel bad about the sacrificing that or discarding the therapy. So bad. Still no land. Not our day. Guess we chuck the brainstorm. So now still nothing, but now they get to bin the Phantasmagorian end of turn. Or the Shambling Shell, I guess. Because it doesn't really matter as long as we're not drawing any lands. Yeah, we're gonna sadly pay life, but it doesn't immediately shorten our clock. Does it? We hit a fetch land. They have the Grave Troll too. Oh, there's the land. So what do we play out here? Like it's Deathrite or Ponder. Guess we play out the Deathrite. Hope to get lucky. They will get to attack us for like 6 with the Icarid and the prized amalgam. They choose to not bring back the Icarid. Okay, I guess that's something at least. Well, there is both an Archimedes and a Therapy. Days the therapy. Then they have the Dread return also. Ugh. This is quite bad for little old us. Alright, no, they choose not to therapy. Alright, so we get to play Pyromancer and then something. Or we can fetch Trop to eat their creatures out of the yard. Like, what we could do is we could Pyromancer here, and then Ponder, and then we have the Therapy. So we can sack the creature, like our token, for them to lose their bridge. I think I like that. Does mean that we don't get to get the Trop and gain life, though. Maybe that is more important. Decisions, right? Maybe we get the Trop, and then we use Deathrite to, yeah, to make red. That way we have Trop for next turn. It's a bit risky pondering. Because that means we leave ourselves without a blue card. For force, I mean, other than the days. Maybe we just can't afford to worry about that. Does any of this do enough or anything? We can't probe for life because Narcomu will just swing and kill us. Guess the days is kind of neat. So what does days protect us against? The therapy and the dread return. I guess I don't hate taking the days here. It might be a bit of a punt. We could also get really cute and therapy ourselves, naming days to get enough in the yard for Delve, for the big guy, but that seems bad. We might have to make the big guy next turn. So let's just name them, sack a dude, get rid of their bridge. Also, I have to really speed up here. I have 5 minutes left on the clock if we are to have any kind of chance. Like if we were to win this, which I think feels kind of unlikely. Let's just name Narcomoeba. Don't think it really matters if they have a second Narcomoeba in the yard. Okay. Alright, so I'll try to play super quick here. I feel like likely we have lost this regardless. How many Icarids are going to come in? 2. Jeez. We just have to hope that they cast spells before so that we can actually use our dazes and get chump blockers. They can just Alpha Strike us here and we're dead. Because we'll take 2 from the Narcomoeba regardless. And then like they just need 2 more points of damage, or 1 more, yeah, 2 more points of damage to push through. Nether Shadows, no bridges though. That's actually pretty key if they actually do decide to therapy, but they have no reason to do that now since they don't have any bridges, so likely we're just dead. Yep. All right. Well, good times and all that, but not enough. So we lose. Some other Delver players will have to chime in. I don't know how this matchup usually plays out. I think I punted somewhat with this hand, but that felt really. It feels like quite an awful matchup. Anyways, well, thanks a lot for watching. If you like what you saw, you are welcome to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with the rest of these videos for this league. That means rounds 4 and 5. See you then.